we communicate so well that, you know, we are allowed hall passes.
I'm sorry, what?
He wants an open relationship.
And I'm like, so an open relationship? He goes, no.
He's like, only I get the hall pass.
No, but he said, no, but you would too. Like, if you go on a girls trip, you know, whatever happens. I don't got to hear about it.
And this is a first date?
This is a first date.
Whoa. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Big Mood.
Hi.
We have our beautiful guest, Nikki Blades, here with us.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah.
Y'all look beautiful as usual. Oh, you guys got the green memo.
Oh, we do.
Little jade moment going on for those of you that aren't watching.
And then the dark pants.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm wearing black.
Yeah, you're wearing black.
I got a jade necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
It counts.
Here we go.
We're all somehow coordinating.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have our beautiful other host,
Hi, it's me, Gina.
Gina.
Damn,
with your beautiful
Gina.
hair.
Hello. And then we got our other host, the
Yeah.
beautiful Tiff.
Thank you.
Just the tip.
I love that.
Just a Tiff. That should be a new
Yeah.
thing. Just a Tiff.
Oh yeah, you didn't catch that? She said that last episode too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
I
Sausage
like
Party? Just the tip.
I like it. I like it.
So that's just the tip.
That should be a new segment or a vlog thing that you do. Just the Tiff. It's just Tiff.
Yeah.
That's
You're
cute.
welcome.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So today we're going to be talking about unconventional hacks that couples do to, it's like unconventional relationship hacks.
Ooh.
So like keep your relationship nice and spunky and
Oh, well, I'm ready to learn about this. Bring it
Yeah.
on, because I am not in a relationship, but I
Same.
am,
High five.
yeah, ready to learn.
but you have been in relationships.
Sure have, and they were not conventional at all.
Okay.
Well, perfect,
Yeah.
because these are our unconventional
Yeah.
hacks here.
I can tell you what don't work. Don't cheat.
Yeah. There we go. There's that.
There's a hack. Don't cheat.
There's a hack. Don't cheat.
Yeah. There's
Break
another
it up.
hack. Don't put yourself in another woman when you're with me.
Look at that.
There you go. Isn't that crazy?
Look at that.
Isn't that crazy? Wow.
We're not upset at all.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
Ready for the next, though. So to my future husband, watch this episode.
Yep. And make sure not to cheat.
It's real simple, because I don't want to go to jail again.
Ain't that
Oh,
easy?
damn.
I've never been to jail.
Allegedly. Come on now.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so the first one on this list, it says, talking about your silly crushes together. We'll tell each other about things like work crushes. Talking about it makes it funny and we can laugh about it instead of letting it build into something real. Having a good laugh about a stupid and human thing like a crush makes us feel like we're in it together and always choose each other. So that's someone's unconventional relationship hack. I'm with you, girls.
Do you want to die?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I can see like a fictional, like when you talk about celebrity crushes
Anime characters.
Right. Things that you cannot actually physically touch and possibly do. That sounds like something in a marriage. Maybe you've been together for a very long time. But early on in a relationship, when you're dating, if I find out you think it's funny to tell me you have a crush on a coworker that you're with 8 hours out the day.
Oh, yeah. We're going to the workplace and lighting that shit up.
But that feels like it would make me extremely insecure if we're not at that place. But if you've been together for a long time, that is understandable.
Right.
That sounds different. This is not new relationship.
No.
Don't.
Yeah,
What?
I think you have to evaluate at what point in the relationship you're in order to apply these hacks.
I was on a first date with a guy and he's like, I'm trying something new. And then he was like, like, it's all about communication. You know, I feel like humans are not meant to be monogamous. I'm like, okay, here we go. What's up? And he goes, I feel like if you just communicated things, like you both understand that no matter what, you know, we are emotionally connected to each other. I come home to you and stuff. A little bit of flirting is not a bad thing. Like looking at, like, if you tell me like, oh, you're not allowed to look at anyone else. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's
But
extreme.
he's like, but I feel like if I were to go out and I told a woman she was beautiful, I flirted a little bit, but nothing physical came out of it or whatever, it should be okay. I was like, no.
No.
And he's like, I'm looking for a relationship where it's like, we communicate so well that, you know, we are allowed hall passes.
I'm sorry, what?
He wants an open relationship.
And I'm like, so an open relationship? He goes, no. Like
He's like, only I get the hall pass.
No, but he said, no, but you would too. Like if you go on a girls trip, you know, whatever happens. I don't gotta hear about it.
And this is a first date?
This is a first date.
Look, well, at least, okay, I will say this. One, he's making it very clear how he's going to be with you. There is no confusion. So we'll give this man credit. He knows what he wants.
Yeah.
He is not fooling you. If you were to be like, yes, okay, and then change your mind later on,
that's on you.
Then that's on you. But two, did you get a second date? Did you go on a second date?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So he was like, I know it's very unconventional, but I've done monogamy my whole entire life. This is also like freshly new, like just came into money, finance, NFT boy.
Got it.
So I'm like, oh, that's why.
But I will say, that's smart on his part because he is keeping your expectations very real.
Yeah.
He is being upfront. I will applaud him for that. He knows what he wants. He's not tricking you. He's not trying to sell you this dream to try to get in bed with you. You are an adult. You're both able to make decisions after that. And that is something that probably more people need to do.
Yes.
There's no confusion. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But there's nothing worse than thinking that someone is going to be this gentleman, and I'm all about, I'm a one woman type of man.
Oh, yeah. And then you find out it's another thing.
And then you find out it's something else. So you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm happy you didn't go on a fucking second date because girl, we was going to have a whole other conversation on the next podcast on how your relationship didn't work and how we told you. Yeah. We could have told you that from the first date. But damn, okay. So low key like impressed by him. Very low key impressed, but that does not make my vagina want him.
No, exactly. I appreciate it that you're telling me. Yeah. Because we had the conversation of like, when you're dating in your 30s, you straight up have that conversation.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have
What do you want? What do you not want? And when you said that, I was like, okay, this is probably not going to work out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Which sucks because he was so fine.
But that doesn't mean like you grown too. So you can decide like, hey, maybe I want to just have some fun.
Yeah. But like also at the same time, like I don't want you going on a bachelor party to like another country, like banging some hookers.
Nasty.
Yeah. And then like come home to me and I'm like, that's kind of a health issue there. It's not okay.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he was open about it. It is very unconventional. He's like, this is the relationship I'm looking for.
That's right.
Yeah. Which is good for you.
Right.
But not for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Just like the whole like being open about your crushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hard no for me. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on the crushes thing too. I mean, I don't know. I'm married.
You're married.
I'm married, so
you're married.
If Casey has a crush on someone, I would want to know about it rather than not know about it.
You're married.
But it also makes me feel some type of way. But I don't have issues with talking about like pointing out like beautiful women or whatever.
Yeah,
be like, oh, she looks really pretty, or like, oh, she has a nice ass or whatever. I'll point it out to Casey all the time. But because we like the history of our relationship, we haven't built that safety, I guess, where he can feel comfortable to say, yeah, she does have a nice ass. Yeah. Because then we haven't gotten to that point. But at least I can understand that part of like trying to share interests for other people because as a couple.
You're married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evaluate your relationship, but that can also bring in insecurities in your relationship if you guys are not solid.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Because if that feels like, say you're having a rough patch in your relationship, that would be a poor time for him to think it's okay to talk about, I find so-and-so like attractive. And you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
But also, y'all are good. And you already had a conversation about like, I would rather you tell me than not tell me because that's how you communicate. So it is unconventional and works for some, but not all. Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Try that shit with us. See what happens. Try it. Just try and see what happens.
Don't
can die.
All right. The second unconventional relationship hack here is investing in separate bedding so there's no fighting over blankets during the night.
Yes.
Best thing you can do for your relationship is to have separate sheets.
Yep.
I know couples that have separate rooms. My coworker talks about it all the time. Him and his wife have their own bedrooms. And the main reason is because his work schedule. He wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. He has his routine that he needs to do in order to have a good day. He doesn't want to disturb her. And honestly, them splitting rooms wasn't that they don't love each other. It was literally a necessity for their relationship because they were bickering and fighting over sleep, over the windows, over the blankets, over the music, over the morning routine. They were just fighting and it works for them. My parents actually don't sleep in the same room too because my dad snores and my mom was like, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that it's not that I don't love you, that I need to sleep somewhere else, but it's because, I do love you and I would like to continue loving you. But at this rate, hate you every morning because you're waking me up.
Yeah.
Or it's too hot, or I'm sweating.
Or like
Exactly.
Nikki Lima and Steve, they have different bathrooms, and they love that.
Yeah, bathrooms are essential.
Yeah.
Casey and I kind of have that. Like, there's one toilet that he'll use, and then I'll use the other toilet.
Yeah. But I think separate bedding, that's
Yeah,
smart.
I
That's
like
a
that.
good, that's an introduction to, say you don't have access to other rooms. And it's like, it's not that I don't want to lay on this sheet, and you don't want to fight over, it's something, that's how you avoid a fight.
Yeah.
That saves you a petty, stupid argument. It's about comfort. It's okay. What I like may not be what you like. And we've seen so many people talk about like, my wife got 72 pillows on this fucking bed. And I don't know why she got all these goddamn pillows on this bed. And every morning I got to throw the pillows off. But there could be a compromise. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe she doesn't need 72 pillows. Maybe she could compromise with you too. And you guys can have one less fight.
Right.
That's a little hack. Sometimes we don't always got to be right.
But yeah, there's 2 examples in here about them being married for 10 years and preferring their own sleeping space, like their own bed or their own bedroom.
Yeah. I almost stress a little bit thinking about having to share my space one day with somebody else again, because I sleep so soundly by myself. I love it. I have my bed the way I want. My feet warmers go on at 9:00 at night. I'm able to, tell I'm going to sleep at this time, and it's cool. I don't have to worry about somebody wanting to be up or do any of that things, or like sharing the bed. I remember sharing a bed with somebody, and when they would roll away from me, why am I feeling some type of way? Or we're fighting over the covers, or we have different work schedules. And it's kind of stressful thinking about those fights I used to have that are so petty that you don't have when you're, sleeping alone.
Yeah. You're fighting with yourself. Didn't I tell you to go to sleep at 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
9 p.m.
I'm mad at Onyx, my dog. I'm mad at Onyx. First off, if sharing a bed with a dog is anything like sharing a bed with a man again, I don't want it.
Yeah.
This damn dog thinks he owns me. And that's what happens when you're in a relationship. They think they own you, and they just want to put their heavy ass leg on you. And then when you tell them, can you please get your heavy ass leg off of you? I'm not being dramatic. I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Okay. I just had a flashback, and my dog
Breathe.
sleeps. He sleeps in between my legs. Like, I can't move.
This one too.
Damn.
Yeah, but yours is smaller than mine.
Yeah, but he's annoying. Like he likes to sleep either between my legs or on my face.
Like
in the
right
morning.
here in your neck.
I
Right
remember
here.
my ex used to love to sleep on my face too.
Yeah. Or he steps right on my throat in the morning. I'm
I
like,
used to
I don't
sleep
need
on my
this.
ex.
That's like your throat.
Yeah, I wake
wow.
up choking every morning.
Oh
Wow,
my God.
I remember those days I used to wake up choking every morning too.
Yeah, right?
It's different reasons, but
He's like, I seen men do it to you, so I'm gonna try it. I heard you like it, so that's how he wakes me up in the morning.
that's cute. We're single,
We're single. Hey,
but I like it.
You're funny. The next one is keeping finances separate from one another. Separate bank accounts as long as the mortgage and our bills are paid. You do you, honey. We've been together for 12 years and have rarely fought about money.
I think that's important. Well, now
If it works for you,
If it works
your
for you,
relationship,
yeah.
then good for you. I
Yeah.
think, because then, like for us, we do have separate bank accounts, but we do have most of everything going out of one account.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
just like, it's easier because we're lazy.
yeah, and there was a point in time to where women weren't even allowed to have bank accounts. So I think
Yeah.
that this being a newer hack is something that's probably going to be normal for a lot of women and just people in relationships, because we see, I hate to talk about divorce, but we see what divorce looks like, and we see so many people that are pretty much screwed if it doesn't work out and they don't have anything for themselves. And it's not saying having your own bank account is saying that your relationship won't work. It's just the fact that you can have some independence and you should be able to at least know what's going to happen with your life. And I think
Right.
that it's great. And you should share certain bills, make sure things are taken care of. But just like everything else, communicate. And that has to do with trust. I can't see me having just one account. I feel like
Right.
that would be scary to me, and it would be a controlling thing for either I'm controlling my partner or my partner is controlling me. Either way, I feel like that's what that would be
Yeah.
if I didn't have at least something for myself.
Yeah.
Right.
I like your setup. You share one, but then you also have.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have
I
our
like
own.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried thinking of it all that in one account too. And I'm like,
How crazy would that be to ask permission
Right.
to buy
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what so many people did up until like not that long ago. Let's be honest. Like,
And then the wives would get an allowance
yeah,
from their husbands.
what the fuck? Like that would
Well, that's because they don't work, but
but that's But then that's also, why
It's weird.
control. It's a control thing, but that's why it is good to have a joint. And it's about communication and it's about trust. And it's also that little bit of security that I feel we all should have in case worst case scenario, you're just not asked out. And it's really sad that we've seen a lot of people put all the eggs in one basket and have no security for themselves.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah.
Unlike other programs, Noom Weight uses a psychology-based approach to help people better understand their relationship with food. It teaches them how to be more mindful of the way they eat and gives them the skills and knowledge they need to build long-lasting, positive habits. Here's the thing. I have probably tried every diet on the planet because I was a female in my 20s. None of them were long-lasting. Why? Because they didn't solve the psychological aspects of why I was doing the things I was doing. And after the diet was over, I inevitably went back to just the gross way that I was eating. So for me, when I was going through the Noom program, I found out that I am an anxiety eater. I just slam my mouth full of food whenever I'm feeling anxious about something. This includes social situations where I always have to have a drink and or food in my hand. That's not healthy, but I didn't realize it wasn't healthy, and I didn't realize that I was packing on an additional pounds every time I was going through a stressful situation, not to mention that your body doesn't process food as well when you're stressed out. So it was a combination of graze snacking when anxious and also being too stressed to process the food that I was consuming. After getting into healthy habits, which Noom helps you develop, you start to have more energy. You are keeping a food journal, understanding exactly what you are eating every day. Super, super helpful stuff. It doesn't take very much time out of my day. There's healthy exercises to do. It's just honestly 10 minutes a day. Do you have 10 minutes a day? 1000% you do. Sometimes you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough time to go to the gym and work out for an hour. Well, do you have 10 minutes? Yes. So you have no excuses. Go do this. 75% of Noom users finish the program, and every journey looks different. Noom believes it's about progress, not perfection, as is the rest of life. So start building better habits for healthier, long-term results. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, that's NOOM.com/bigmood. That's NOOM.com/bigmood to sign up for your trial today.
Spring fever is in the air. With the smell of fresh blooms and the sun shining down on us, you can't help but feel inspired to spice things up and explore your inner desires and fantasies. Find stories that match your mood this season on Dipsy. Dipsy is an app full of hundreds of short, sexy audio stories designed by women for women. They bring scenarios to life with immersive soundscapes and characters no matter who you're into or what turns you on. Find stories about that intriguing coworker with a British accent or hooking up with your hot yoga instructor. They even have stories designed specifically for your zodiac sign. Ooh, Leo stories should be really good. New content is released every week, so in between listening to your favorite stories again and again, you can always find something new to explore. Dipsy also has sleep stories, wellness sessions, and now they also offer written stories. It's your go-to place to spice up your me time, explore your fantasies, or heat things up with a partner. For our listeners, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/mood. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/mood. Again, that's dipsystories.com/mood.
All right, next hack here says allowing one another free passes so you can get out of social occasions one of you does not want to attend.
Yes. Dude, yes.
That's pretty genius. This one says, my husband and I each have 3 free passes a year to get out of events. Say we were invited to dinner with my college friends and he didn't want to go. He could use a free pass to get out of it and there are no hard feelings.
Yes.
My ex loved going to the movies and I did not always want to go to the movies. And then like some games, like, look, I love my sports. And I do like some movies, but I don't always like those things. I would tell him like, you can go by yourself. Or we shared like a mutual best friend. I was like, take your friend out. Take him, please. I don't want to go. I hate feeling obligated to always have to do shit that I don't want to do because my partner wants to. And it should be okay to be like, yo, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I need you to understand that me not going isn't because I don't love you. I just don't really want to go. So please don't stop doing what you enjoy doing because there's nothing wrong in, say, like a family event. So now we gonna have to be real selective on when you choose to not come to something that is important to me. But
if you're saying no to a funeral, I'm gonna fuck you up.
yeah, those,
He's like, free pass.
yeah, those passes come with stipulations. You got to read the fine
I
print
guess you
on
gotta
those.
talk it out.
Yeah.
But I think that's great. I think that for some relationships, you don't have to do everything together. And if that's not your relationship, though, communicate that.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't always okay with that. With my partner, if he wanted to go and do something without me, or like I wanted him to come with me and he didn't want to go, I probably would have been really upset initially. But as we spent so much time together, I was like, hey, you can go. Like, you're asking me to go to the movies. You know, I really want to go to the movies. Like, can I not go? But that took time. And it also took I don't want you to think that I'm not trying, but now we've been together so long that's like, you might need to be your own person again. And I just really don't want to go.
Yeah.
Right.
I dated a guy who loved partying, and he would get like upset, like, because I don't want to go to a fucking club every weekend.
Yeah.
We're in our 30s.
Yeah.
You know, like, what the and then he'd be like, if I don't go to one or two, he's like, I feel like you never go out with me, and like, I just want to, you know, I'm like, but I will compromise and I will go sometimes, but you can't give me shit for not wanting to do something I really don't like doing every time.
Right.
That's like me forcing you to go shopping with me every time.
Yeah.
And if you don't go, I'm like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
So this is actually so healthy.
Yeah.
There's also a thing that I found out, or that I learned that I didn't like. You don't have to be involved in all my hobbies. There's this one guy who's like, I want to play games with you all the time. I'm like, look, sometimes I just want to play with my friends. Also, you suck at games.
Yeah.
You know, like, it frustrated me when I played with him. And if I didn't, like, if he asked me to play and I said, oh, not right now, I'm going to play with my friends, he gets angry. Like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't do that. Like, go find your own hobbies, do your own thing. It's okay for couples to not do everything together.
Exactly. That's so true.
Yeah. Or like, if he's playing a basketball game and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to go right now. He's like, I want you to come watch. I don't want to go this time. He gets all mad. Like, fine.
Yeah.
Dude,
there's knowing that we can't do that all the time.
Yeah.
We can't be like, I don't want, because it comes off that you don't support them.
Yeah.
But having that pass, it is also, that is not probably something you get right away. That is earned. That's something that you don't just get to use these hacks on a new relationship and be like, well, I heard it's super healthy that I don't do everything I don't want to do, so I'm not going to go and do it. It's like, no, there's a certain amount of effort that you put in to earn that, to be like, hey, I know you hate this damn company I work for. I come home every day and I complain about these people, and it probably really upsets you to even see them. You know what? It's okay that you don't want to go.
Yeah.
I understand why you don't want to go. It's not you not supporting me. It's actually probably what's best. And having that, because I can totally see why somebody wouldn't want to go to a company event. I think about some of the stuff that I've said to my partner, or, you know, at that time, and could only imagine, because when he's complained about certain people, I'm like, I'm going to show up to this event and I'm going to make everybody's life hell. I said, guess what? If you're going to make me come to this, we all suffer. Yeah. And that's not healthy.
I did that at a wedding once.
Yeah. You ever
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear that story later. But that's a good piece of advice, because guess what? You force me to do something I don't want to do. If I don't want to be here, guess what? You're going to not want to invite me again.
Yeah. I don't know. Reading that, it makes me think about me and Casey's relationship, and we totally have this where, remember, we used to always go to events and he would never come.
Oh, right.
Because he doesn't enjoy them.
Yeah, you don't want to make him go to a makeup event.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Or like, he doesn't enjoy them, and then plus, like, I kind of enjoyed spending time with my friends.
Yeah.
We get to do our own thing. Or he'll go to the movies with his friends, because he's a movies guy too.
Yeah.
He'll go to the movies with his friends, and I'm like, cool, you go have a great time. But he is the type of person that would like for me to go with him.
So you
most of the time, but he doesn't mind though. Like, he'll be really, he won't make me feel guilty for not going.
But
and I do the same to him. Like, I don't make him feel guilty for coming.
Yeah.
Not coming.
Because it's not an all the time thing. And you know, anybody listening to this right now, it's not every single time. It's like, hey, I got to make compromises.
Yeah.
But you can be understanding enough to be like, all right, here's your pass. You got one this year. Okay. You can skip out on the Thanksgiving event with the damn company, but guess what? You have to come to Christmas. Okay. I understand. Cool. Compromise.
Yeah, there we go.
Compromise is compromise is
That's
what
the
it is.
word.
You need to learn how to compromise.
Yeah.
Hi, kitty.
Meow.
This next hack says, putting a spare bedroom to good use. So we've talked about like having an extra place to sleep. Like that's how they use their extra room. Like having an extra bed in the guest room. So whenever one of us needs a quiet night due to lack of sleep, work stress, or anything else, we sleep separate for one night.
Yeah.
But it could also be like you can have
A game room.
Yeah, you can use that spare bedroom for like quality time too.
Yeah. Just hopefully. Ooh, that just sounded expensive. Part of me just was like, I really hope I find someone I can afford to have an extra room with, because I have my own extra room.
Oh yeah, what do you use your for?
Mine is my little studio. It's my little office space. I used to keep it as a spare bedroom, but when the relationship didn't work out, because I was going to keep it as that in case we needed our own, zones. But when that didn't work out, I turned it into my office, and I've made it a point to, like, wherever I stay or move, I always want to have that extra space, because I know how nice it can be to get away. It's I need definitely always have to have 2 bathrooms. That's a must. I always have to have 2 bathrooms at least, and have to have an extra room. So that just kind of made me go, wow, I know some couples can't afford that. I mean, I live in the Bay Area. I 1000% know what it is to not have the means to have that. That's a luxury. So if you don't have that extra room, maybe it's like that time to allow your partner to leave, maybe like go for a walk, to kind of be understanding that they need their space. Find a safe place that they can go, because that's super scary. I'm thinking about like needing space for my partner and imagining them sleeping somewhere else. It's like super, that could be really upsetting. But maybe it's like, okay, let them have like, give them the living room, give them like a space of their own for like, don't be all up on them. If you're in like a 1-bedroom or a studio, just kind of mind that. Maybe
I feel like a lot of people learned how to do that during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like during lockdown.
Yeah. Because
what you're saying though too, it's like that's totally how we run our household. Like we have to have 3 bathrooms, one for Casey, one for Isaac, and one for me.
Yeah.
in our house. And then we always have to have like an office now for Casey to work and edit. But now that we have Luca, that spare office will eventually, right now it's still an office, but it's going to be his bedroom soon. And we're like, oh shit, we need to buy a bigger house.
Yeah.
we can't, because then we're going to have to move all the office stuff into our bedroom. We have space for the desk, but then that's just going to be like, we need to separate it.
Yep.
If we can.
And depending on your living situation, you got to figure out what works for the both of you.
Exactly. This next one, not watching TV separately. This sounds dumb, but doing separate TVs. Most couples I know, one person will watch something in the living room while the other will go to a different place to watch something different. We like to give each other's shows, movies, sports a chance, and we usually end up liking it or just roasting it and having fun. My boyfriend has gotten me into horror movies this way, and I have slowly engulfed him into the Bachelor universe and trash reality TV.
I like that, because then you guys find something to bond over. And I don't know. I can't even imagine a couple watching TV in separate rooms. I feel like for me, when I think of that, I think of like old Asian couples who are clearly not in love anymore. She's watching TV in her living room. He's in his room and stuff, I
just make that face because I made that mistake.
That's a mistake?
I made the mistake of not watching something
together.
Yeah. I remember there was a lot of things, but it was also clearly we weren't in a good place. We needed our own time. When it was good, of course, like compromise, like I really don't want to watch the shooting movie where everybody's dying all the time before I go to bed because I get nightmares. But I remember making the compromises, and that's when our relationship was good. And then I also remember not making it anymore and wanting to watch things on my own. And that was ultimately kind of leading out of the relationship, because yes, it is the almost like I'm no longer as interested in the same things as you, or making the effort to try, because like they said, you either love it or you hate it, and there's something bonding about that, but there's something really separating from one person being in their space and you being in your space, and you're no longer talking about what you're doing. Maybe if we came back or they come back and they're like, oh, I watched this, and then like, hey, do you want to watch it with me? That's cool. But the completely separating your shows and what you're entertained by just puts such a wedge in the relationship.
Yeah, kind of like how we do our finances. We do that with TV shows. Actually, the three of us, Casey, Isaac, and myself, like we each have our own things that we watch separately because there's 3 TVs in our house. And then there's the shows that we watch. Like there'd be certain shows where the 3 of us watch together, or there'd be certain shows where me and Isaac, or Isaac and Casey, or me and Casey, and like we have like our own
like little
shows that we're like, oh, you want to catch up on that show that we've been watching?
Love that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like not watching TV separately, but we are also, I don't know.
Yeah. Even when I've done long distance and I really like you, we've tried to find shows that we can watch, or, you know, like
1, 2, 3 plus play together.
Yes. I love that. It's really cute. And when you don't do that, it's when you're like, oh shit, it's not working. But I love getting a show and watching it with the person that I'm with, you know, whether it's like your best friend, because that's what you do with your friends,
exactly.
you know? So it's like when your relationship is no longer a friendship, I feel like that's really what's showing. It's like, I'm not interested. We just don't get along, and we're not watching the same things. But when you do, you can make conversation, you can make jokes. There's a experience that you're having. So yeah, I love. Oh my god, did you watch the new episode? Oh my god, I didn't watch the new episode yet. Oh, okay, I gotta watch the episode. Like I love that.
For us, it's like we watch them together.
Yeah, no. We're going to stream this at the same time, which you can do on your phone. You can do this, but it is. Yeah, I would get in trouble for watching something before the betrayal. It is
the betrayal.
I know. But you know what? It's frustrating. There's nothing more frustrating than waiting for someone to watch something with you. You're like, I want to watch it now. They're like, no, I got something to do. I have a life. I'm like, I have to live and go to work. Like, fuck your job. Watch the show with me.
All right. Next one is not giving gifts. This one, it says, my girlfriend and I don't do gifts for any holidays or birthdays, but instead we have been doing experiences where we plan a day that the other person would enjoy. So for Christmas, I plan a full day of things she would want to do, and she plans a day full of things I would want to do. Rule is no complaining. We are opposite in a lot of ways, so it's fun. So it's fun ways to have our worlds collide.
I don't like the whole no complaining kind of thing. You can have little gripes, but if you're not like fully complaining all the time, sure. But this also comes down to like love languages, because gifts are my shit.
Yeah,
I love giving and receiving gifts. Yeah, like I've been in relationships before where it's like everything seems great, but I feel like, oh, you never give me any like tokens of love. That is my love language. That's how I grew up. And I can't stop myself from doing that for you. And it's not a like extravagant gift or whatever. It's like, hey, I noticed you have fucking holes in your underwear. I bought you new underwear. You know? Yeah.
But that's why, I mean, that makes sense because it's unconventional.
Yes.
That's going to work for some people. I'm on the same page as you. I think experiences are not something for like holidays necessarily. That's just for me. I think that we can do those experiences or make it on not a holiday, and we can have those days for us where we have things like that, especially depending on my partner. But birthdays, Christmas, that's not, I like gifts. I enjoy receiving gifts, but I also think that that's a great idea for a different type of day, or maybe once a month we do that instead, to where it's like, okay, we have an experience planned out, or whenever it's accommodating to the schedule. Because sometimes I know, depending on who you're with, it's really difficult to prioritize that time, and sometimes the gifts are like a token of appreciation. But for holidays, like they're saying, they have a no gift and no complaining, that you got. First off, I don't know if I can go and let somebody plan a whole day for me.
Really
Would I feel like maybe one person. I feel like one person that I've been with would know how to.
Right.
I have control issues, and I'm learning. That's one of the things I'm trying to learn how to like let go of, because I just want to be taken care of, and I think that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
But if I'm not allowed to complain, I still like gifts. So no.
Yeah.
I don't think, I'm not giving up my birthday just for a thing. I think that gifts are really sweet, and I like people who like giving gifts. So
I think I would agree with these people, what they're saying. So currently in our relationship, we do give each other gifts, but because like I'm kind of in the middle, because I do like receiving gifts, especially the gifts that Casey gives me. They're so like thoughtful and romantic, and like there's a lot of like love put into them. So I really love them. receiving them though, it like makes me panic where I'm like, how am I gonna live up to this gift and give you a gift that's just like this?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that part where I'm like, fuck, I want to give you back the emotion that you gave
He's
me.
just better.
Yeah.
He's better at giving gifts than you are. Yeah.
He
Okay.
is. He's way better at giving gifts. And so for that reason, I prefer the experiences route. And that to me is like super valuable too. I don't know. Like the thing is,
can't
like,
there be like a hybrid?
like I'm split because in like the tangible gift, I can relive and have those emotions over and over and over and over again. But then like an experience, it is kind of like a one-time thing, but it's a memory that I can always look back on, and it's an experience that we shared together. And for me, experiences are like way more important than physical, tangible things. So I'm really in the fucking middle about it.
I
because
think a
right now-
hybrid situation would be beautiful
Yeah,
for.
Check it.
y'all.
Right now, we're planning our 10-year anniversary. We've been together for 10 years and 5 years married. And so we decided, we're like, because I'm really stressed about it because I'm like, fuck, you always get the best gifts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, can we just do no gifts this time? And like this time, like, let's plan a day because we're going to be in Vegas for our shoot. It's the Thursday before our Big Mood shoot in Vegas.
When's
And
Vegas gonna be again?
in May.
Okay.
May 21st. Our anniversary is the 19th. So I was like, okay, how about this year or like for this big occasion, let's just plan a day together and like let's just do Vegas together, experiences together. So that's kind of what we agreed on. And we first were like, wait, should we surprise each other with things? And I was like, yeah, but what, like scheduling conflicts? Like, let's just do it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how
But would you be upset if he still got you a gift though?
I would feel bad
Why would you feel bad?
because I feel like I would need to reciprocate.
Does he believe that though?
Exactly.
No, but
Because every time that you give a gift, do you expect a reciprocation from him?
no.
So you should expect that from him too.
You know what I think it is? Like the real thing? I think it's the public opinion that gets to me.
Fuck that.
That's what gets to me because then like he'll give me like super sweet things and then people are like, wow, what did Tiff get him? So I'm like,
But also, you don't have to really post it either. But then
Yeah.
also, fuck those people.
Fuck those people. Because I've been in a situation where the person has everything. They have everything. There's nothing that I can give that's of like
Monetary.
that is going to compare. But I also know that that's not what it's important to that person. And it fucking was terrible initially because the gifts that I would receive are like amazing. I'm like, oh my God, how the fuck am I supposed to, compare? And it became a problem to where I didn't want to receive gifts anymore, that I felt bad. And I wasn't acknowledging the fact that that's how they show love, but they don't even care. Like if I was to buy him something expensive, he'd probably be like, take this back. Like what? I don't need this. It's almost like, oh, now I'm just doing it for whatever other reason. But I would do activities instead. So like setting up a massage, like getting the full table, doing the like setting up the whole room, because that's something that money can't buy. This. I did this all myself. I put in the effort and they appreciated that. So when they would give gifts, I would return with like, my gift would be like a gesture or something that I know would actually make them happy. They used to ask for like paintings. They're like, can you paint me something? Like draw me something. That's what I care about. I can get you, I can wind up with a bag and they'll be like, I don't want you to go spend money and buy me something expensive in return, but can you put effort into something creative, because I know that that's you showing love the way that I like buying something for you. So I was like, okay, cool. But I think because of your circumstances with everybody having an opinion, if somebody's listening and knows about your relationship and would understand that that's not even his love language, and to buy him something for someone else is the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing for your relationship.
yeah, well, it's because the hard thing is too, like Casey doesn't want anything ever, or like no experiences, no tangible things, like no nothing. So I'm like,
So he's
what
harder.
do I do for you? And he's like, I don't want nothing. And I'm like, I can't just do nothing. And then he's like, just do nothing and I'll be happy. I'm
That's
like,
hard.
fine,
That's
then I'll do
hard.
nothing. And then
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's tough. Hey, look, if you're listening and you're judging her relationship, yeah, she got a man that likes to take care of her, treat her good, and buy her gifts. Go get you one. Like, so that's kind of what it comes down to. Like, hey, he loves taking care. That's his love language. Y'all need to figure out how you can show him love in your way too. But
yeah,
man,
I think that's the part where I'm like, fuck, 10 years in, I still don't know how to
but
show you love.
but at the same time, like, it shouldn't matter what anybody else's opinion is, because I've seen tons of couples that are so showy with their gifts and he's cheating on her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's buying her all the things and she's buying him all the things. And look at us, we're a boss up relationship. And y'all are sleeping with other people and refuse to tell everybody the truth about your relationship and haven't actually been together in years and you're broke. So if you're, you know,
There's
what I
so
mean?
many.
There's and you're poor.
And they're doing all that just for public image, not for each other.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen that before. And then it was exactly that. Look at all these red bottoms he bought me. And then one night she drunkenly posted, someone please, I'm not happy he beats me.
Oh, geez.
You know, it's like, don't do things for public image like that. Like, it's for your own relationship.
Yeah. So if you're worried about people judging you, girl, they gonna judge you regardless.
Yeah. Oh, it happens.
Yeah. So
But-
you know what? If you want to not get your man anything, don't. And if you want to get your man something, get him something.
See, that's the thing too. Oh, another thing, and then I'm gonna drop this.
Okay.
Is that I want to give him stuff too, and so like I'll try to give him a gift, but then like because he doesn't like it's not his thing, like he will just throw it in a drawer and never look at it. So I'm like,
Oh well, then y'all gotta have a conversation. Maybe.
no, we did, and now
it's
he
like-
doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, see, then there you
but
go.
it was like for years, I'm like, but I got you that, and you never touched it, and blah blah blah, and I'm like, see,
I know.
gifts are just stressful for me. They're just it's like, can we just go and do something nice? That's why for Mother's Day he fucking nailed it, and he took me to a rage room. So I'm like,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what a relationship is about, is getting to know the
Yeah.
person. And you know what? He's happy because you're happy and you're happy when he's happy. So there you go. Yep.
Exactly. And now it's time to shout out one of my favorite sponsors, Ritual, the amazing multivitamin. I've been taking Ritual for so long now. I took it throughout my entire pregnancy, and now I'm actually taking their postnatal vitamins, and they're so great because as I'm breastfeeding, they actually have more nutrients in there that is very beneficial for my breastfeeding body. But you know what? Gaps in the diet should not be ignored because over 97% of women aged 19 through 50 are not getting enough vitamin D from their diet, and 95% are not getting the recommended daily intake of key omega-3s. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 and Over multivitamin was formulated by exhaustive research to help fill nutrient gaps in the diets of women ages 18 and up. It is formulated with nutrients to help support brain health, bone health, blood health, and provide antioxidant support. But Ritual didn't stop there. They invested in a gold standard university-led clinical trial to prove the impact of Essential for Women 18 and Over multivitamin. And the results? It turns out that this multivitamin was shown to increase vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in 12 weeks. That clinical study was published in leading scientific journal Frontiers in Nutrition. Ritual is committed to third-party testing from USP and non-GMO project, traceable and vegan-friendly ingredients, and always clear communication. No shady stuff. I highly recommend Ritual. It's just high quality vitamins. I absolutely love them. And Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/bigmood and turn healthy habits into a ritual. That's 10% off at ritual.com/bigmood. All right, next unconventional relationship hack is showering together.
I love showering together.
I gotta love hate with that one.
Yeah, same.
It
Yeah.
so much.
Love hate.
I shampoo his hair.
How
and
cute.
I wash his body, and he does it for me too. And it's like
Yeah.
the sweetest. Like, and I have a bench in my shower where like he'll just sit there, and I'm like shampooing his hair. We're talking and stuff, and then I clean him up, and then he does the same thing for me.
Yeah.
like I think it's the cutest thing in the whole entire world.
yeah.
I love showering together so much.
The only thing I don't like, I do like showering together. And I was actually telling you in the room how I love being bathed. Like I love being washed. Like that to me is so like loving, and there's a lot of care, and it's just like such a beautiful moment, and I enjoy that. And showering together, I'm definitely for showering together. But
No shower sex, please.
overrated.
Yeah.
But I hate when I can't get my hair wet there's like certain things, right? So I can't get my hair wet, and when you're in a solid ass relationship with somebody that understands the importance of, baby, please don't get my hair wet because we can't get my hair wet, it's gonna curl. That is a nice place to be. But also I cannot stand, because I'm a taller person, and I date tall people, when you're standing there and you're right at his shoulder and the water is beating off his shoulder into your eyes,
because he has to have the
back,
whole thing
right, then he has to have it
higher.
and then you just sitting over here getting water shot in your face, and you're trying to be cute, and your contact is moving out your eye. And I also hate when one person is hogging the shower, and you got to like rotate through, so you got to make sure that it's warm in the bathroom. You have to. Showering together can be amazing, but it's an experience, and I think that part of it makes it even better too, because it can be funny. But I hated when I didn't want to shower with somebody because they thought that I didn't care about them. But I'm like, I just don't want to
I gotta shave my coochie, leave me alone.
or it's like, I wish they would be like, I do it for you.
I know exactly. Why is that?
I'm all for that. Yes, I love it because I want to shave you too.
Thing.
I love
shit,
that.
no, I'm not trusting Casey with a razor.
Really?
Not near my shit. No.
I remember shaving the person that I was with. I was like, I love you. I want to shave you, and I'll let you do the same for me. Like, but I can't do this all the time. Like, you got to understand, not all the time.
Funny.
Sometimes I just want to rinse the fuck off.
Yeah.
No,
But,
for us, it's because we like different water temperatures.
oh, really?
So for him, it's like super hot shower.
Oh,
And for me,
hold
it's
on.
like lukewarm.
Oh, hold on, because I've seen the memes.
Yeah,
I've seen
they
all the
say
memes.
women
love the boiling hot showers.
Not
They say
in my
like they
case.
love it so hot because it's the closest thing that it reminds them of their home in hell.
Yeah.
where they
Wow.
came from.
Right. Every man I've been with, they like the hot water, and I'm like, this shit
Yeah.
is too fucking hot.
It's
Exactly.
way too hot.
Way
I'm
too
like,
hot.
And then Casey has sensitive skin, so I'm like, you're hurting your skin. You're
hurting
not
yourself.
supposed to do this. Stop hurting yourself.
You're hurting yourself.
Because then it gets all dry and cracky. Does
he not use lotion?
No, yeah, he does. No, it's because he has eczema too.
Oh, I was like, you gotta lotion your man up, girl.
But I'm like, the hot water makes it worse.
Yeah, no, totally.
So I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
So wait, are we all deciding that showering together is a good thing?
I'm like,
I love it.
I think that it shouldn't be all the time, but it definitely should be something you do together.
yeah,
There we go.
for sure.
Yeah.
I like
we
that.
go.
Bathe me, baby.
Oh, I love it. They loofah me up. I loofah them up, and I get clean. I get all in there. I love it, and it's like you said, it's a very nurturing thing.
I love it. But
Yeah.
don't let me sit in the fucking hot tub for too long. That's another story. I hate that. Get me out of this goddamn water.
Well, there's some more relationship hacks in the link in the description. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys have other unconventional relationship hacks.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a ton. I mean, there's more in this list, but
Yeah, let's just
What do
be
you-
real. Most relationships are unconventional, and
Yeah.
whatever the norm was, forget
you know what?
the norm.
Actually, I got one for us. I don't know if it's a hack or whatever, but in our relationship, Casey is the one that likes to be in the kitchen. He likes to cook, and I'm the one that likes to be the handy person around the house. And like
so
that's
cute.
like unconventional because
Yeah.
like usually guys are the handymen and girls are the chefs or whatever, the cooks. So I'm like, yeah, that's something in our relationship, I guess.
Hey.
I love that. I was seeing someone who was a chef, and I love it. I just realized, and that's when I realized, like, I like being the baby. I sit here and then he brings me food. You know, it's the cutest thing ever. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love being babied and spoiled too. And I didn't realize that until I stopped caring how anybody else looked at me. Like,
Yeah.
I thought I needed to be Miss Independent and needed to be able to do everything on my own. But my thing is I can be independent. I just choose
Don't want to.
not to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to be independent all the time. And
Yeah.
I love that. So if you want to baby me and somebody else doesn't like how you spoil me or treat me, well, fuck them, because I'm not dating them.
Yeah.
I'm dating you.
Exactly.
So do what works for you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out Nikki Blades.
Yes, check me out. 99.7 Now, Big Bay Mornings, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. I wake up early till 10 a.m. or you can check it on streaming. Also at Nikki Blades on Instagram. No Chaser Podcast. We're there every Wednesday with a new post, and Superb Sportswear. Oh, and my food page, Nikki Street Eats.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Check out
guys.
Gina.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I stream. That's all. You can just check me out on twitch.tv / Miss Gina Darling and on G4 TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my family channel, Tip and Case. Anyway, check out our sponsors. Support the show. We love you.
Bye, thanks.
We'll see you guys next time.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.